Some kings build castles of stone. Others build empires of shadows. For over 40 years, Ismael Mayo Zambada ruled not from a palace, but from the darkness, invisible, untouchable, a ghost who pulled the strings of the world's most powerful cartel. Unlike his notorious partner, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, Mayo never sought the spotlight, and that is exactly why he survived. August 2025. The man no one could catch walked into a courtroom, and what happened inside those walls will haunt the cartel world forever. Why did El Mayo break his silence? And who will pay the price for the secrets he revealed? Born poor in Sinaloa in 1948, growing up among dusty fields where opium poppies were as common as corn, his first smuggling job, crossing marijuana across the U.S. border in the 1970s. His philosophy of survival: stay quiet, stay invisible, let others take the fall. While men like Amado Carrillo, the lord of the skies, flaunted their riches, Mayo watched them fall. When El Chapo basked in the spotlight with daring escapes, Mayo stayed in the shadows, watching his partner become a target. He understood fear was more powerful when unseen. Rumors said he could be anywhere, in the mountains in Mexico City, even inside U.S. borders. But no one ever proved it. Mexican villagers spoke of him as a legend, a man who handed out food, paid medical bills, but ordered death with a whisper. But how does a man hide in plain sight for half a century when every government in the world is hunting him? How he ruled, not with ego, but with invisible control. He bribed politicians, generals, governors, even presidents. His lieutenants knew loyalty wasn't a choice, it was survival. Unlike Chapo, Mayo never appeared on wiretaps, never used cell phones. He relied on handwritten notes, human couriers, and face-to-face orders deep in the mountains. He didn't just control drugs, he controlled silence. A silence so suffocating that anyone who broke it disappeared. Some were buried in shallow graves. Others simply never came home. El Mayo's paranoia. He changed locations constantly, slept in safe houses with hidden escape tunnels. His own family rarely knew where he was. His son, Vicente Zambada, captured in 2009, testified against cartel bosses in the U.S., but never dared to betray his father. But in 2025, the silence finally cracked, and the ghost himself was forced into the light. A gray August morning in New York. Armed marshals escort a frail old man into court. Few in the room had ever seen his face. He looked more like a tired grandfather than the mastermind of a $15 billion empire. The charge sheet was red: drug trafficking, conspiracy to commit murder, money laundering on a global scale. The room went still as the judge asked one question: how do you plead? For decades, his answer had always been silence. But that morning, the silence broke. His voice, raspy but clear: "Guilty, Your Honor," gasped in the courtroom. Prosecutors stunned. For the first time, El Mayo admitted everything. The plea deal: forfeiture of $15 billion, life in prison. In exchange, he would reveal networks, names, and methods of cartel used for decades. He confessed to trafficking over 1.5 million kilos of cocaine, to bribing officials at every level of the Mexican government, to ordering murders of rivals and traitors. But most chilling of all, his words hinted that the cartel's tentacles still reach deep into both Mexico and the United States. What secrets did El Mayo trade for his life, and who will those secrets destroy? Inside Mexico, panic spreads. Politicians, businessmen, even police commanders wonder if their names were spoken in that courtroom. Rumors of betrayal ripple through Sinaloa. Some say Mayo gave up corrupt generals. Others believe he named rivals to protect his bloodline. His sons and nephews now face deadly choices: inherit the empire or be hunted by both rivals and the DEA. When a king falls, the kingdom fractures. The Sinaloa cartel splinters into warring factions. The rival Jalisco New Generation cartel circles like a shark. And in the streets of Culiacan, whispers grow louder. Did El Mayo betray his allies? Or is this confession one last trick to keep the empire alive? U.S. prosecutors celebrate a victory, but privately brace for retaliation. Mexico's new president fears his administration, could collapse if Mayo's revelations become public. And in the underworld, one question burns hotter than all others. Who's next? For half a century, El Mayo Zambada was untouchable. He outlived Chapo. He outlived his enemies. He even outlived his own legend. But time is the one enemy even ghosts cannot escape. Now, confined to a cell, the most powerful drug lord of our age faces a fate worse than death, silence without control. And as the world waits to see who his confession destroys, one truth remains. The ghost of Sinaloa may be gone, but the fire he leaves behind could burn for generations. If you enjoy dark true crime stories, subscribe to Inside Criminals' Minds for more.